Hey there, I'm Dr. Ryder, and I'm one of the veterinarians here at Blue Springs Animal Hospital. And November is, if you didn't know, it's Pet Cancer Awareness Month. And so we'll talk a little bit about pet cancer. It's one of the most common questions that we get is, what happens if my pet gets cancer? And the answer to that is it's a pretty broad question because there's so many different types of cancer. There can be skin tumors, there can be internal tumors, there can be bone tumors. It can get all kinds of different things. And so one of the things that we might do if we have a pet that we're worried about, could they have cancer, is take some x-rays or maybe run some blood work. We can do ultrasounds. There's lots of different ways for us to help make that diagnosis. But what happens when we actually have the diagnosis? If it's something that we can remove, then gosh, let's do surgery. Let's remove it. If it's something that we can't, can we do things like chemotherapy? And the answer is yes. We actually can do chemotherapy for dogs and cats. A lot of people have some pretty strong emotional responses when we say the word chemo, and you kind of envision the really bad side effects of chemo, where losing your hair and being really sick and vomiting and not wanting to eat and being really feeling really crummy. And thankfully, with the advances in chemotherapy that we've had over the last several years, we don't tend to get those types of reactions for our dogs and cats. For one, they tend not to lose their hair no matter what we do. Most of the time when we're using chemotherapy agents for dogs and cats, they don't lose their hair. A couple of breeds will. Poodles and Old English sheepdogs are two good examples of dogs that actually can lose their hair. But mostly if we have another breed, we don't have naked golden retrievers or Labradors running around. As far as vomiting and diarrhea, they actually do really well with that too. Something like 80 or 85% of dogs that we do chemotherapy for don't have either any side effects with their tummy or very minimal side effects, something that we can control maybe with just medications. Doesn't mean we never have those types of problems, and it's always a difficult thing when we do, but it's pretty uncommon. We actually had one of our staff members whose dog recently went through chemotherapy, and she said the only major change that she noticed after the first couple of weeks was that she didn't like bananas anymore. So somehow her taste buds changed, but aside from that, she did really well. Certainly this is a huge question, and if you have worries that your pet might have cancer, or you have questions about, well, what happens when we do chemotherapy, these are questions that we would love to answer. We'd love to answer for you. So you can always give us a call. You can shoot us an email. We can make an appointment. These are awesome questions, and they're very difficult ones. So certainly feel free to reach out to us. Hope you're having a great day. Bye.